Seniors, pause for a moment. What if the workout you've trusted for decades, the one nearly every physician recommends, isn't enough to keep you powerful, steady, and self-reliant after 60? That exercise is walking. It feels safe, natural, and for countless older adults, it's the daily habit you depend on. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss our tips for senior strength and wellness. If you enjoy this content, make sure to like this video and share it with a friend or loved one who could benefit. Here's the startling reality. Walking by itself doesn't shield you from the greatest danger of aging, the loss of strength and stability. Harvard scientists note that while walking benefits your heart, it barely engages the leg and core muscles needed to stand from a chair, climb stairs, or catch yourself when you trip. And the CDC cautions that 1 in 4 seniors takes a fall each year, many being lifelong walkers. Here's the reason. Walking trains endurance, not balance. It keeps you active but doesn't rebuild the muscle that declines after 60. That's why experts at the University of Sydney found that older adults who perform targeted balance and strength routines reduce their fall risk by nearly half. Walking alone never did that. Meet Margaret, 74. She walked daily, yet still stumbled stepping off a curb. Her doctor told her the truth. Walking isn't sufficient, you need balance work. Once she added just a few simple moves at home, she felt steadier within weeks, and her fear of falling started to fade. That's why today we share 5 research-backed exercises every senior should learn. Gentle, safe, yet powerful enough to rebuild muscle, restore balance, and defend your independence. And believe me, you won't want to skip number 2 on our list. Doctors call it one of the easiest yet most surprising indicators of longevity. Now let's begin. Number 5, sit to stand squats. Here's something that may astonish you. One of the strongest predictors of whether an older adult remains independent isn't how far they can walk. It's whether they can stand up from a chair without using their hands. Think about that for a moment. A chair, something you use every single day, could be measuring your future independence. Researchers at the University of Southern California followed older adults for years and discovered that those who struggled with sit-to-stand motions were far more likely to lose mobility and need help with everyday activities. Walking alone didn't change those odds. Why? Because walking doesn't build the exact muscles required to rise. The quadriceps, glutes, and hips. These are the power muscles that fade fastest after 60. We once worked with Helen, age 72. She walked faithfully every morning, never missed a day. But when she visited us, she confessed something embarrassing. She dreaded restaurants. Not because of the meals, but because the chairs were too low. She often needed someone to help her up. After just 4 weeks of daily sit-to-stand squats, Helen could rise smoothly on her own. The confidence she gained was transformative. Here's how to do it. Sit in a sturdy chair, feet flat on the floor. Cross your arms over your chest, no pushing with your hands. Lean slightly forward, then press through your heels and stand. Lower yourself back down slowly, keeping control the entire way. That downward phase is equally crucial. It builds eccentric strength, the type you need to control your body in real life, like sitting without dropping or catching yourself if you stumble. Start with 5 repetitions. As you grow stronger, aim for 15. And here's a useful tip. Place the chair against a wall so it won't slide, and keep another chair or table nearby for safety if needed. A study in the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy found that seniors who did sit-to-stand squats 3 times weekly boosted lower body strength by over 30% in just 2 months. That's the kind of gain that maintains independence, letting you rise from bed, stand from the toilet, and climb stairs with confidence. It may look simple, but this move works. The muscles walking never reaches. And it does more than build strength. It builds confidence. Every time you stand tall unaided, you remind yourself, I can still do this. I'm still capable. But sit-to-stand squats are only the beginning. Balance, the hidden skill walking never trains, is the next focus. And the movement we'll reveal at number 2 stunned even physicians when they saw how much it lowered fall risk. Now let's continue. Number 4, heel-to-toe balance walk. If there's one silent threat seniors often overlook, it's balance. You don't notice it fading until it's nearly gone. One day you feel sure-footed, and the next you're reaching for walls or furniture without realizing it. The CDC reports that falls are the leading cause of injury and accidental death in adults over 65. Yet here's the unsettling truth. Walking alone does almost nothing to safeguard balance. Walking is repetitive, the same stride, the same rhythm, but it never teaches your brain to react to the unexpected. That's where the heel-to-toe balance walk comes in. It seems simple, but it's a powerhouse for steadiness. A study from Oxford University revealed that seniors who practiced this exercise just 10 minutes daily enhanced coordination and significantly reduced side-to-side sway. In other words, they regained the ability to stay upright when the ground felt uncertain. Meet Paul, 76. He walked his dog each morning, yet admitted he had close calls almost daily, tripping on rugs, curbs, even thresholds. His confidence was shrinking. After 3 weeks of daily heel-to-toe practice, Paul said he felt steadier than he had in 10 years. No more near misses. His family saw him moving more confidently, even on uneven sidewalks. Here's how to perform it safely. Stand tall, arms slightly out for balance. Place one foot directly in front of the other, heel touching toe. Take slow, controlled steps forward, focusing your gaze straight ahead. Walk 10 to 15 steps, then pause, rest, and repeat. At first, you'll feel unsteady. That's not failure, it's progress. Each wobble teaches your brain and muscles to react quicker, building what scientists call neuromuscular control, the very skill that fades with age. A Japanese study in the Journal of Physical Therapy Science showed that seniors who did heel-to-toe training 3 times weekly improved reaction time to balance disruptions by 25% within 1 month. That's the difference between catching yourself or falling. Here's a tip. If you're new, do this beside a hallway wall or sturdy chair. Safety first. Gradually, challenge yourself by closing your eyes briefly or turning your head as you walk. These small changes mimic real life, looking around while walking, and that's how you bulletproof your balance. Remember, falls don't just break bones, they break confidence. And once confidence fades, independence follows. Heel-to-toe walking isn't just an exercise, it's armor against decline. And we're not finished yet. If you think this move is strong, wait for number 2. Doctors were amazed when they saw how one simple test, standing on one leg, predicted not only falls but lifespan itself. But before that, let's climb to the next level of strength. Number 3, step-ups, climbing stairs. For many seniors, it's the moment you realize aging has caught up. That single flight of stairs that once felt easy now leaves you breathless, gripping the railing or avoiding certain places altogether. But here's the eye-opening truth. Your ability to climb stairs is more than convenience. It's a predictor of how long you'll live. A major study from the University of Edinburgh found that seniors who could climb stairs without stopping had a much lower risk of early death. Stairs test your heart, legs, balance, and coordination all at once. Flat walking can't compare. That's why step-ups are invaluable. They imitate stair climbing safely, strengthening your thighs, hips, and core while forcing each leg to work alone. Unlike walking, there's no hiding weakness. Meet Clara, 68. She walked daily but dreaded visiting her daughter due to the steep apartment stairs. I'd make excuses, she confessed. The stairs embarrassed me. We began her on step-ups using a 6-inch platform at home. Within 6 weeks, she could manage stairs comfortably. Her knees felt sturdier, her balance better, and she no longer avoided family visits. Here's how to do it right. Stand in front of a solid step or a low platform, about 6 to 8 inches high. Place your whole foot on the step, press through your heel, and lift your body upward. Step down slowly, maintaining control. Alternate legs, starting with 5 reps per side, working up to 15. If no platform, use your lowest stair. Make sure there's a railing or wall nearby for support. A study in the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy found that seniors who practiced step-ups 3 times weekly increased lower body strength by 34% in just 2 months. That's enough to turn stair climbing from a struggle into confidence. And there's more. Step-ups improve what experts call functional strength, the ability to handle everyday challenges like carrying groceries, reaching shelves, or getting up from the floor. These are the actions that preserve independence. Here's another tip. Don't rush. Step-ups aren't about speed, they're about control. The slower you go, the more your muscles engage. If you want an extra challenge, hold light weights or water bottles. Clara once feared stairs so much she missed her granddaughter's birthdays. Now, thanks to step-ups, she climbs them easily. That's the strength of one small movement. Yet we're still not at the most surprising part. Because number 2 isn't about strength, it's about balance. And according to researchers, this single test predicts not just fall risk, but even your chance of living another decade. Number 2, single leg stands. This may shock you most because doctors now say your ability to balance on one leg might actually predict lifespan. Sounds dramatic? Let me explain. Scientists at the British Journal of Sports Medicine studied over 1,700 people aged 51 to 75. They asked each participant to stand on one leg for 10 seconds without holding anything. What they discovered was remarkable. Those who failed were nearly twice as likely to die within 10 years as those who succeeded. Think about that. Not cholesterol, not body weight. A simple balance test was one of the clearest survival indicators. Why is this so significant? Because balance means more than not falling. When you stand on one leg, your brain, muscles, nerves, and inner ear all synchronize instantly. It's like a report card for your nervous system. If one part, your mind, your strength, or your reflexes, is weak, it shows immediately. Meet George, 72. He could walk for miles but admitted he hadn't checked his balance in years. When asked to stand on one leg during his first visit, he wobbled and dropped his foot in 3 seconds. "I thought balance was for kids," he joked. But after 8 weeks of daily practice, just 1 minute morning and night, he held 30 seconds easily. More importantly, he stopped stumbling and felt safer climbing ladders in his garden. His wife noticed better posture too. Here's how to do it carefully. Stand near a chair or wall for support. Lift 1 foot an inch off the floor. Focus on a point in front of you. Hold as long as you can, aiming for 10 seconds at first. Switch sides. As you improve, challenge yourself. Close your eyes, turn your head, or stand on a folded towel. These variations train multiple systems, strengthening both body and brain. A Harvard Medical School review found that seniors who practiced single leg stands thrice weekly reduced fall risk by over 40%. That's avoiding fractures, hospital stays, and long recoveries. Here's a grim fact. Nearly 1 in 3 seniors with hip fractures never regain independence. Some never return home. Single leg training is one of the simplest, cheapest, most powerful defenses against that fate. And here's something rare. You'll also boost brain health. Brain scans show single leg exercises activate the prefrontal cortex, the region for memory, decision-making, and focus. That's why George not only stopped tripping but also felt mentally sharper. So if you remember one thing today, make it this. Practice standing on one leg every day. It costs nothing, takes under 2 minutes, and could literally extend your life. But we're not done yet. Because while balance predicts how long you live, the final move shows how well you'll live. Number 1 targets posture, back strength, and even breathing. And best of all, you just need a resistance band. Number 1, seated resistance band pulls. We saved the most vital for last. Because while balance keeps you stable and squats make you strong, this exercise protects something even more essential. Your posture, lungs, and independence. It's called the seated resistance band pull. Don't underestimate its simplicity. Doctors now claim it may be the most overlooked movement for older adults. Here's why. As we age, many develop rounded shoulders and forward head posture. It's not just appearance. That slump compresses your lungs, weakens your spine, and heightens fall risk. A Journal of Gerontology study found seniors with poor posture were twice as likely to lose mobility within 5 years. That means difficulty dressing, cooking, or breathing deeply. But here's the bright side. Seated resistance band pulls reverse that trend. They work your postural muscles, upper back, shoulders, and core, that walking or gym machines ignore. A clinical trial from the University of Valencia tested band pulls on older adults for 8 weeks. Results were striking. Participants boosted back strength by over 30%, increased lung capacity, and even slept better because they could breathe deeply. Here's the method. Sit tall in a sturdy chair, feet flat. Hold a resistance band at shoulder height, arms extended. Slowly pull back, squeezing shoulder blades. Picture pinching a pencil between them. Hold 2 seconds, then release slowly. Begin with 8-10 reps and build to 2-3 sets. It's not about heavy weight. It's about activating the muscles time and gravity weaken. Take Helen, 76. Years at a desk left her shoulders hunched and breathing shallow. She thought it was age. But after adding seated band pulls thrice weekly, she noticed something new. Her back felt stronger, and she could sing in her church choir again without losing breath. Her posture improved, her confidence soared, and her doctor measured a 15% boost in respiratory function. And the best part? This move suits almost everyone. It's seated, so there's no falling risk. Resistance is adjustable, and bands are cheap, less than a single meal. Harvard experts confirm resistance bands are among the best senior tools, providing strength training without joint strain. Essential if you have arthritis, osteoporosis, or past injuries. So ask yourself, are you working the muscles that keep you upright or letting time pull you forward? The seated resistance band pull is more than exercise. It's your key to standing tall, breathing fully, and moving confidently into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. That brings us to the end. But don't stop here. Remember, walking alone isn't sufficient. These 5 moves together form a plan for genuine independence. Stronger legs, sharper balance, improved posture, and a body that still feels like yours. Now here's your task. Try each of these 5 moves this week. Even minutes a day can bring results faster than you expect. So there it is, the 5 powerful exercises every senior should do instead of relying solely on walking. Walking keeps your heart fit, yes. But these workouts rebuild the strength, balance, and posture that truly secure independence. Sit-to-stand squats wake up the muscles for rising. Heel-to-toe walks sharpen balance. Step-ups restore power to climb with ease. Single-leg stands reveal hidden resilience and even forecast lifespan. And finally, seated resistance band pulls correct posture, restore breathing, and keep you strong. Science is clear. Older adults who add strength and balance work cut their fall risk almost in half, recover faster, and enjoy sharper minds and sturdier bodies. These aren't just exercises, they're investments in freedom. Now your challenge, don't just watch. Pick one move today and practice for 5 minutes. Tomorrow, add another. Within weeks, you'll feel the difference. Stronger legs, steadier balance, more confidence. And remember, it's never too late. Whether you're 60, 70, or even 90, your body can adapt, grow stronger, and protect you if given the right guidance. If this video helped, share it with someone you care about. Because after 60, protecting health isn't only about living longer, it's about living better. Thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe for more science-based tips on senior strength, nutrition, and wellness. Stay strong, stay steady, and keep mastering your health. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and comment below with your favorite exercise. Subscribe for more science-backed tips on staying strong, balanced, and healthy as you age. Share this video with someone you care about. It might just help them stay independent longer.